and see. Subscribe on YouTube.
Okay, everybody, welcome to an all-new Trenny and C. This is C. I'm behind the camera, and today we are doing What's the Best Bourbon and Cola. We have a lineup here from Jim Beam. We have Basil Hayden's 10-year-old. We have Jim Beam Black. We have Knob Creek 9 and Baker's 7. And Trenny, our guinea pig, is going to tell us what is the best bourbon and cola. So, what do you think?
This is a fun guinea pig experiment, I would say. I will start with the Basil Hayden's.
Okay.
We will pull out this single cube, approximate half an ounce to an ounce, about there.
Yep.
And we're going to use Cola Zero
Yep.
in our experiment. And I'll go touch more. There we go.
That's our go-to these days, a low-carb option.
In fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour all of it right now.
Great idea.
Just so it's kind of similar pouring methods, because we want it to be as scientifically accurate as possible.
So there's the black.
So that's the black label of Jim Beam. That's like the one with the actual name on the label. It's about right, isn't it?
It is.
And then we have the Knob Creek 9. This one's bottled at 50%, so it's a little bit more potent. And then
Baker's, which is like the big
Baker's,
boy.
which is 50% plus.
About 53
What
and
is
a
this
half
here?
or something.
Yeah, 53 and a half exactly. Boom, 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 boom. Don't have as much. And then a little topper. There we go. Okay. We are going to start with the Basil Hayden's. Look at that really beautiful label that they have.
Look at the belt buckle.
And
I love the belt buckle. The copper.
Really nice.
Black and copper. They almost have black and copper throughout this lineup.
It is.
I mean, Knob even has it a little bit over there. Baker's has it.
They've done a bit of a rebranding on some of their products. So, it is like this is the new Baker's versus this old Baker's right here. Different bottle styles. You can pick which one you like better. But I do like this big fat topper on it, I'm going to say. Okay. Let's do it. I'm going to start with Basil Hayden's. Here we go.
So Basil Hayden's is 40%. This is the lowest percentage.
Super pleasant. I mean,
very drinkable and crushable, I'm sure.
And when I say you could drink this, I probably will drink all of that. Okay. Mellow, I mean, the Cola Zero really shows up there. Let's move on to the Jim Beam.
And I must say, you and I purchased Jim Beam Black probably more than any other whiskey ever.
This is my classic go-to flavor. It's got the big walnut kind of a flavor, and the spices of the cola go really well.
It's classic Jim.
That's a classic cocktail right there. Jim and Coke. Okay, Knob Creek. Oh, wow. Do you know what I like about this one, actually? Is the potency of the 50%. And there's just something a little bit spicier about it that I really like. Okay. Quickly moving on to the Baker's Dozen here. Oh, I mean, the potency of that's really nice too, actually. Interesting.
And it's just a really good-looking bottle.
It's a good-looking bottle,
But I do like the melty bottle of the Knob Creek 9 as well here, which is all melty and warpy too. I mean,
yeah, that's good.
I mean, marketing aside,
in reality, when you're mixing a cocktail, you are going to be getting mainly the flavor of the sugar from the cola or the Sprite or the ginger ale or whatever you're using to mix with. So that ends up kind of taking over the flavor. But from a perspective of a whiskey drinker, I do like to taste the whiskey in there. So again, the Basil Haydens, I will go through one little round. That's really easily drinkable and something that you might want to drink at like a party or, you know, when you're having to keep your own composure for longer than a couple of hours. Keep it mellow with the 40%.
Yeah. Keep it together.
Yeah. If you want something like this is literally what I would drink on my own terms by myself at night.
Like any given day
or whatever.
Yeah. With or without people.
But that is, like I said, it's a little bit more of that nutty kind of vibe, which I like a lot. 50%.
Knob 9.
I don't know. That one, that's a top contender right now for me. I'm going to go with Baker's as my final.
I've been loving the Knob 9 lately, too.
That's really good, too. But if you're going to be mixing Baker's and whatever you're going to mix it with, just be careful. 53.5%.
It's also single barrel, so it's in a way, it's almost like a waste.
It is a waste. You like in reality, you're gonna want to like sip on a couple of these.
It says right now, 8 years 6 months on this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Baker's 7-year-old, but it's 8 years 6 months. So,
but having said that, I mean, like, quality whiskey gives you a quality cocktail. So this is amazingly good. However, you don't want to just drink it, you know, with other things. You want to have that straight or neat or with ice or whatever, however else you do it. So
if you had to pick just one, wait, no, you have to pick just one.
Okay, do you know what? I already know, and it's very simple.
I know which one you're gonna pick.
And the reason is because this here is $24 a bottle. It's 43% alcohol. It has a very specific flavor profile to it. And you can't go wrong with a classic gin and Coke. That is the ultimate. If I wanted to really treat myself, I suppose, I would, at this point, I'd probably go with the Knob. Because this Knob Creek is really, really good for it. This is almost, like we kind of said, it's a bit of a waste just mixing this with anything. But I'm going to go with the classic and the one that I've bought
a million times.
I gotta say, like, almost probably every week or two for many, many years. So
good. Well, there you have it, people. It's Jim Beam Black with cola.
So good.
Click like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you next time.